Hello orchid growers, behind the camera again. Wow, I've got a big mess here. This is a Masdevallia that's been neglected on my shelf. It was in a big pot, but I'll be honest with you, I think it was, I can't remember the name actually. I think it was Falcata, and the problem with it is I don't know, I can't explain it. It's just never grown that well. It's always struggled a bit, and I've always been toying with the idea just to throw it and bin it. But anyway, so it's one of them that I've just shoved in a corner, kind of moved around the greenhouse a lot. I should be more ruthless. I've probably mentioned this before in my videos when I've done a walk around, and it was up the top. Then I thought, right, I'm getting rid of you, gone. So I'm going to throw it with a chicken. But then, part of me, as you know, you're growing plants, growing orchids, or whatever you're growing, you can't quite do it, can you? So I thought, right, I'll divide it and get some pieces off it. So I did. I've just salvaged this from my chicken coop. It's been there all night, but I thought I would show you what the state it was in before and what I've done with the growth behind, what I'm going to repot in a minute. Even though I've chucked these, but all I did, I've got discarded this lot. There's nothing to it, looks dead. And I discarded all this, but I thought I'd grab it just to illustrate how ruthless I am. So what I would do for that, you could actually salvage this even more, look, but I didn't. Grab it and rip it to pieces. See? Now you watch this. Watch the difference that this makes. All I did, pulled all the old growths off, any old crappy leaves. I tend to snap these sometimes like that and leave the torn pot because they always have a little growth, even that one's broke. So I'll take that off. There you go, there's no point having it. But what I did with the growth behind, you'll see in a minute, I just tapped these against the fence outside. Just to get all the old... So technically, still looks bad, yeah? Get rid of that bucket. And then what I did, it's no good, look, rubbish. Get rid anything that does away with, you know, makes it look bad. Get rid of that. In fact, get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that. Because if you don't, all they will do is they'll just rot in the pot anyway. So keep pulling at all the old crap. They've got breaking points as well. See, I'd get rid of that. Get rid of that and just tear. Get rid of that, look. That is just no use in that pot at all. I know you're thinking, oh my god, this is brutal. Yes, it is. But that is all I've done with. So I wasn't going to salvage this piece, was I? This is in my chicken coop. And look, pull them off, rip them off, because a natural tear for me, I prefer for a natural wound. Look, no cutting, no sharp instruments. Just keep pulling away. Now we're getting somewhere. So now you could pot that up. These, I'd get rid of them, you know. And then the roots, just have a pull. Nothing solid. Pull that off, look. Now we're about there. They're probably no good. I'd probably pull them off anyway. I'll snap them off at the bottom. And then what I did, I've got a bucket here, and there is, I'll be honest with you, it's got my normal food in there, my rain mix, so it's not very high strength. And then what I did with this lot behind here, which I'm going to show you now, they've been in soaking there all night because the roots aren't that good. I'm potting on for a reason, because the plant weren't very good and the roots weren't great. So unlike with previous videos where I don't dabble, with this one I did. In here There is organic liquid seaweed, rain mix, and I think I even chucked in some growth technology stimulant of some sort. I can't remember what it's called now. Super drive or something like that. You know the products that they call them. And it's got a lovely smell to it. Anyway, I spin and soak all night. These have at the back. So let's get rid of that. My standard Mazzy mix of small bark. I'll just put that to one side at the minute. So here's the ones that have been in soak all night. Look. And these are the ones I prepared yesterday. In a rush. Oh, so you can have another go. Pull the old crap off now. They're nice and moist. There you go. Look. So rip them apart when you divide them, pull the old stuff off. I did these quick yesterday because there you go, ready for potting. Look how green they've gone overnight, and hopefully all that stuff that's in those in the products I've put in will help it. Now potting for these this is where this gets awkward, because they're not massive roots. It's going to be an absolute pain in the butt, I will tell you, because the leaves will be top heavy. So, you know, you're going to have to probably stake it and then tie them with some wire to it like that. That's what I normally do in the pot. If you like my other videos, it's only a matter of picking a pot the right size. Technically that is probably about right. But there's probably no way that is going to stand up ever in that pot. But anyway, I'll go deep. Look, this is what I'll do. I'll go deep. I twist sometimes to get the roots in a spiral effect. Backfill. I don't mess with mazzies. I grow them quite well, as you can see, with rosettes and that. I've got plenty of awards and that for them. I don't gloat about it. I don't really tell anyone about it. I put them out for a bit of colour. So, you know, I don't know a massive lot about mazzies, but I know how to grow them. And because the roots aren't great, you're probably going to push them down. But there you go. That's it. So like I say, what I'd do, you want to grab a stick or something, just like this one. That's a bit of magic, wasn't it? Pop that in there, like that. And then, as if by magic as well, I've got loads of stuff in this greenhouse, all knickknacks. I would just do that. Can you see one of these before? And then just pop that in there if you can. Come on, that's it. And twist it in place, and then it just provides just that bit of support. See, just so it's not rocking about. I'll water that in. What I normally do, I normally put them all, when I've done in my pots, when them all done, I'll show you if I can. This one's quicker. I was a bit more diligent with that one yesterday. Lovely roots, look, actually. I'm doing, you know, so that what is what I've salvaged, so hopefully these will start growing better. No, it's too small for me. A lot of people will say it's fine, but for me it's not. So what I'll do, go into my can't find a pot for this one, guys. I thought I'd have a pot ready. I haven't. There's one. There's one. Sorry about this, guys. Try and find a pot. Can't really find one. Anyway, no, they're all too small. Anyway, let's ram it in there for now. Probably be alright actually. So put it in, put it deep, give it a twist. Get your media in. This is a small media. Give it a few taps and a shake and a prod and a and that's it. There we go. I'll have this leaf off in a minute, I think. Don't like the looks of that. It's probably been burnt or something. Another one of these ties, just to get the leaves more upright, so it will give the chance for the new leaves and new roots to anchor. And it'll stop the pot from tipping over. A bit more material in there, and like I said, what I do, it's almost like safety in numbers. So I get them sort of in a corner of my greenhouse somewhere, like leading up against each other like that, and I tend to leave them there. Don't move them, just leave them sitting there in the same spot. Keep watering them, caring for them, because the more you move them about, the more they'll wobble. And there you go, that's it. Simple stuff. Too tight, so that one can go in there. Might put a bit of media in the bottom of there to stop the roots going out of the hole. Give it a twist so it gets more of the centre. This one's going to be a pain because it's got like the growths are bent. There we go, so I'd put that in the corner somewhere like that, so it helps, so it's leaning up. Another one done. Now for this piece, well, this one there, a bit of a different proposition. So again, don't be afraid, pull them off. No point keeping dead, deep growths like that, because all they do is rot in the pot. There's a growth down there, look, if you watch this, you can see a growth here. There'll be a knot of roots with that. There, look, serves no purpose to leave in. Another one, look. I think possibly another one here. There you go, yeah. Really woody piece at the bottom, look. Now I'm left with a lovely plant. See this, all the old leaves like this? I have all these off because they bug me, and why I'm being ruthless, I just pull them off because they serve no purpose. And also why I do it, it's a marker for a good start, so they're relatively decent. Okay, I don't take all the old leaves off because they're going to be the ones that get the light and put stuff back into the plant. This one could be divided. Here, a lot of pieces fell off. There you go, another piece. That could be divided again, but I'm tempted. There you go, I'm not going to. There's a nice big pot, which is how scientific I keep it, look. There you go, I've run out of stuff, so to keep things going, I just carry on. Simple stuff, folks. There you go, roots in, go deep, you can always lift it up. Backfill, backfill, centre as you go. I'm just going to tip this in now, I think, because I'm give it a shake. Shake, shake, shake my body. Give it a squidge. Another one done. Okay. Finito. Get rid of your rubbish. Get your labels sorted. It's not labelled actually, this one, but I think it's falcata. I'll do these off video because there's no point showing you that. There's quite a few good examples there. Keep them growing as you're doing, if you're growing well, that is. I'll give them a watering, keep them moist, shaded, and hopefully in the next couple of months they will get going before winter kicks in, but mazzies grow year round anyway. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed the video. How to repot a Masdevallia, how to shred it to pieces, how to divide it. They're very forgiving plants if you get the right conditions for dividing and things. Please subscribe, comment, like, share. Thanks for watching. Join my groups. Good day.